Hey everybody, welcome back to the Film Fan Club. I'm Sam Carrico, talking about a kind of weird subject today. It was recently announced that in light of recent controversy surrounding Kevin Spacey, he has been fired from House of Cards, and the show's upcoming sixth season will be its last. So I'm going to take a couple seconds to just talk about how I think the show should move forward without its star. In this video, I'm going to try to combine elements of some actual rumors surrounding what Netflix will do next season with how Season 5 ended, and try and kind of figure out how they could eventually maybe even become something reminiscent of the final season of the BBC series upon which this is based. House of Cards has arguably always been about Kevin Spacey, but in the last 2 to 3 years, it's really become more about the team of Claire and Frank together. So much so that after some in-show controversy surrounded the Oval Office, Frank Underwood actually had to step down from being president, and through some crazy shenanigans, his vice president was Claire, and she became the president of the United States. Season 5 actually ends with her looking at the camera and saying, "Now it's my turn." So it wouldn't be very far off to actually have Claire be the main character of Season 6. And with recent, like I mentioned, some recent rumors saying that Netflix is just going to flat out kill off Frank Underwood in between Seasons 5 and 6, it would make all sorts of sense to make her be the new lead that we follow. But how does this work? How are we going to involve Frank's death into a story propelling Claire to be the new show's star? I'd like to have Season 6 already start with Frank Underwood being dead. Obviously, you can't bring Spacey back, but I think it would work if they kind of had a little bit of an element of mystery. Obviously, there's some sort of assassination, or he went down in some other controversial and sketchy way, but I'd like them focus on how Claire is evolving into being an actual good president and someone who's getting stuff done. And then I want to kind of behind the scenes, as she starts to talk to the camera more, starts to talking to the audience more, I want the kind of curtain to be kind of taken back a little bit to where we kind of see the craziness that's going on within the Claire Underwood administration. And I think the ultimate twist of the season could be that this mysterious death surrounding her husband, the former president of the United States, was instigated by Claire Underwood. I think that this would be a really great twist that draws from the original BBC series in which the Frank character dies at the end of Season 3. Spoiler alert for that, but I think they could provide a unique twist to make it very different from that show and very special to this show by having Frank die off screen. And if you haven't seen the original House of Cards BBC series, I'm sorry for the spoilers, this could be a really big shock to the audience, because throughout the whole series of House of Cards, we've seen Claire and Frank be this team. They are, they are nothing without each other. But then during the last, especially in Seasons 3, 4, and 5, we kind of see a little bit of a rift kind of start to come between them as Claire starts to feel like she's playing the sidekick to Frank. I think it would be a really cool culmination of her arc if they had her be the person who is responsible for Frank's death. They've set it up really well by making her the president of the United States by Season 5, and then now that they're going to kill off Spacey, or it looks like they'll probably kill off his character in between seasons, I think it would make a really cool twist to kind of have the whole question of his death not be answered until the final episode of the series. And that's when we realize Claire Underwood is as bad as her husband, because that's what's been so redeemable about this show going forward, is that Robin Wright is able to play this character who's Machiavellian and mischievous at the same time, but she has a little bit more heart to the character. She's a little bit more tame, it seems like, than Frank Underwood. This would perfectly cement her descent into becoming the ultimate criminal mastermind, the ultimate evil president of the United States. I think this would be a great way to end the series. You don't even need to bring Kevin Spacey back at all for this, because I think it would almost be a really cool kind of twist on the what happened in the third season of the original show, to have it be a kind of a mystery almost to those of us in the audience that don't know what happened to the original Frank character. Have it maybe play out. Maybe there's this character, there's a journalist or something who's kind of uncovering what happened to Frank, trying to just get to the bottom of it because he was such a shady guy, and then eventually we find out that it was Claire. I think this would be a great way for the show to go. I don't know if they'll do it. I'm just kind of spitballing here. I had the idea because I was thinking about, he originally died in the BBC show, so it could be something that they do here as well. What do you guys think, though? I want to know your thoughts on House of Cards, the Kevin Spacey controversy in general. What do you think the show should be doing going forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, thanks for checking this video out, guys. If you liked it, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel for more content like this. We did a review of Season 5 of House of Cards this past May, so we got reviews of that. Other Netflix shows like Stranger Things Season 2, we got reviews of that as well up right now. So again, make sure you're subscribed. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well while you're at it, @SamuelDCarrico, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.